Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Unite Inside, and I hope that you're having an amazing day. And in this video, I am going to be starting my podcast. So, this is going to be a little introduction to what it will be like for my what my podcast is going to be like. And as you can see from the title, it's going to be named Get Honest with Jessica. And so I'm really excited for this because I've never really done a podcast before. And I know this is funny because my podcast in my bed, which is hilarious. This is actually my favorite place to make videos at. Mostly it's my bed because I don't know, I just love it. But ignore the bed if it's not like your thing, so it doesn't matter. Actually, in this video, I just want to be a little bit more honest about my own life and about what I'm going through because I do make videos about, how to heal, how to do all types of things. And I feel like I haven't really done an honest video where I just kind of let you in a little bit into my life and what I'm going through. And also, like, just so that you know how my life is unfolding for me. And it's funny because I'm a human and my life is not perfect. And I just wanted to like show you a little bit of the chaos and craziness going on because I just think it's really interesting. And also, I don't know if I've ever like talked about it. And so in this video, this is gonna be my honest take on my life. And I really, oh my god, I don't know if honestly I'm just freestyling here because I do have an idea about what I want to talk about. I just wanted to be as authentic as possible, so I didn't really plan this out. But I do have let's say an idea about what I want to talk about. So, first of all, I hope that you're having an amazing day, that everything have been going on amazing for you in your own life. And oh my God. So, in my own life, I guess the first thing I want to start with is whew, just how insane this journey is, just how crazy this journey is, this spiritual journey, whatever it is that you want to call it, and just the places that takes us in, because um, so a lot of times it's unpredictable. A lot of times you don't know where you're going. A lot of times you don't see um, the purpose of everything going on in your life, and it honestly feels like sometimes it feels um, uncertain and scary because maybe you've been working to manifest something, or you've been trying to um, align up with a certain experience in your life, but yet life has been taking you different places. Maybe you've been feeling upset, or you've been feeling emotional. You've been dealing with a lot of feelings of depression and anxiety and despair. And a lot of times we don't really know and we don't really understand the purpose of a lot of things happening in our lives, the purpose of our expansion, whatever it is that the universe is putting us through. And I'm saying this because that is where I'm at right now, is because literally I don't understand everything, but I know that I'm headed to the right direction. I just know that internally, I just know that intuitively, but I don't know exactly like how it's going to play out. But I really do have trust that the universe is going to manifest it in the best way possible. And I want to say that, I want to start with saying I had my first awakening when I was 17. And it was basically me becoming more attracted to meditation, to spiritual practices. And I was just really excited because at that time I had been suffering from a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression and mental health in general. And it was all because of my trauma that I experienced as a child. And so, because of that, I would say that I reached a certain point, a certain age where I was like 17, and I was really weighted down with all of that trauma. And so, what I did was I decided to join spirituality. And it was like the best kind of experience because it was like my first time finally finding out about something that I care about and that feels like it could be very helpful for me long term. And so I started meditating and learning how to do inner work, how to heal myself. And it was the same time when I discovered that I had a lot of trauma, and I discovered what trauma really is. Because the funny part is that I didn't even know what trauma is and what does it mean to be in, to experience trauma. I thought that I was just the way I am, and I'm just weird and anxious. But that's not true. I had a lot of trauma in me. That's why I was anxious, and that's why I was not feeling like myself. And so, because of that, I started with meditation and the experiences of, um, you know, all of that. It really led me where I need to go. And I didn't know that it was going to lead me to a huge awakening that I had in 2021. And it was just amazing. It was finally the time where I can say I finally felt connected to myself for the first time. And I finally was able to heal those deep wounds that I had of not feeling confident and not being connected to who I really am, and feeling low self-esteem and anxiety and doubt, self-doubt, because I had that all my life. But then finally, I finally was able to experience feeling just really aligned and really happy and really connected. And it was like my first time feeling that and my first time experiencing that. And because of that, somehow, after that, I never had any self-worth issues. I was just really happy, really connected, really in love with myself. I just thought I was the hottest, the most beautiful, the most smartest, the most amazing. And I was able to like connect with all of those amazing feelings that I had. And then I kept going, and my life just kept getting better and better. And I felt like I was in heaven, basically, because I am not kidding. Literally, I would get up and I would feel so good, so connected, so happy. Like all the best feelings of my whole fucking life. I was feeling them and I was experiencing them. But then somehow, it's funny because I was looking for my soulmate at that time. And it was the thing that I wanted the most. I just really wanted a partner. I just really wanted my soulmate to be with me. And eventually I was able to manifest him. He's my husband. So yeah, which was amazing. Everything was going my way. Everything was perfect. It was like perfect alignment. When you get into this state when you're like manifesting rapidly, everything is happening the way that you need it to happen. Whew, and boom. Okay, so what happened was that when we first met, me and my husband, when we first met, everything was so perfect. It was like literally heaven. Like I was so connected. Like everything was so beautiful. It's just like literally the fairy tale. And then me and him started kind of triggering each other because like we we both had like a lot of trauma, and there was like a part of my trauma that I wasn't looking at, that I wasn't like addressing with myself. And I had no idea that he was going to bring up a lot of that shit, and he did. And it was not good because I felt so low, like the lowest that I could ever be. Like just all of the depression came up, just everything came up for me. Same for him, a lot of things came up for him too, and we both worked out. We both dealt with that, and when they went deep into these issues. And at first we were like, we were having like fights, and then like we made up and everything was perfect after that. But then we were both like going through our own like process of integrating these emotions that came up. And what we don't understand is that a lot of times when you meet your person, they will make you see a lot of things in yourself that you are not willing to see, and they will kind of hold you accountable in a different way. And so um because of that, I had a lot of shit come up for me, and it was like really bad. And I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I could experience being so low, like feeling so bad. And it's like, it's been just really hard because I've been like having to deal with all of these emotions and feelings that came up for me. And, I've healed a lot of it. I have been able to completely kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but completely shift from that state of being low and like becoming high vibrational again, but I'm still in that process of integration of everything that came up for me. And I would say that like it's really hard because I don't know, it's like I feel like it's like it triggered an ego death. It's funny because I had an ego death before I met him, but then I think he triggered another ego death actually. I literally felt like I had to rebuild all of me again. Like everything that I knew about myself, and I had to just kind of rebuild everything about myself again. And it's not easy because it's like I have been set on square one. I don't know, it just feels like that. It feels like I have been um like almost like the universe took me and like took me backwards a little bit, but it's just how it feels in the moment. It's just like, okay, let's go a little bit backwards and then you can like keep going now. And it's just like, whew, I don't know. It's like was really hard to do that, and also it felt really lonely because I just didn't have those many friends to support me when that was happening. And then I felt like I lost myself. Like I don't know, I just felt like I lost a certain part of myself. But in reality, I was just kind of being rebirthed differently, and I still don't know who I'm gonna be. I still don't know who I am supposed to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Um, it's funny because I don't know how to explain it. It almost feels like imagine if you were a house and if like you are being rebuilt and you know that you can't live in that house yet because it's like still um, being rebuilt, but you can just be there and see like the progress that the house is like being you know, the house is like becoming beautiful, but you know you can see the change, you can see what's happening, you can see where it's going, but really the truth is that you don't know. um I don't know, you just still don't know like where how it's going to be, like how long it's going to take for you to live in that house and see the beauty of that house. And so um that's how I feel. I feel like what he did was something really beautiful because I was a certain type of person before we met, and he like helped me to um, kind of go into the actual path that I need to go to, and like almost like put me on the right path. But I felt like it's weird because I felt like when he did that, like I was lost, you know, like I didn't know what the fuck is this new path, you know what I mean? But it also felt like the path that I really actually need to be on. And honestly, it did I mean, it purified my energy. Like this is what happens when you meet your divine masculine, and it's not easy, you know, like when you meet your divine masculine, he will put you in your feminine energy. You know, like before I met him, I was in my masculine energy. I was like really really masculine, like a little bit, but not really, like not extremely, because before I met him, I did connect to my feminine energy, but he made me connect to it even more, you know what I mean? Whew. And it was like, I don't know, it's like it's not easy because it feels like an ego death, it feels like you're dying, and you don't know what this new path that you are being put on, and it feels good, it feels like it's a good path, it feels like you are in the right place, but at the same time it feels like you're lost and you feel lonely a little bit and you feel like you don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what to explain. It's like if you haven't met your divine masculine or your divine feminine, because I know that I did the same for him. He experienced similar things because that's what he said. He told me that he felt like, you know, he had to like rebuild everything too, so it was like really similar. It was funny, it was such a similar experience that he had. But now I'm a new person and I just like don't know what the fuck like I'm gonna be. Like I kind of know, but like I still don't know like fully. I do, but I feel like this is gonna be different, this is gonna be a different experience. It's like I'm supposed to do what I actually want to do, like what I actually want to do, but then I don't know, it's like, man, it's just crazy. It's like I don't know if you have ever had an experience like this, please let me know because I literally have not even been talking about it. Like this is my first video actually getting into the actual experience that I had. and literally have never talked to anybody about it. Like, literally have never actually expressed it like this, especially in my channel. But I am talking about it because I feel like I wanna I wanna be honest about what I'm going through and what I've been going through. And I feel like I have not been, because I just kind of like, I'm showing up, but then I'm not really being the person that I know that I need to be, like, honest, honestly, what I want to say, what I want to talk about. But I feel good talking about it because it's a great experience, but it was not easy. But at the same time, I know that I'm going to become the person that I really need to become from this experience. I just know also that um, maybe there's people out there that would like really benefit from hearing about this experience. So yeah, I want to keep this short because as the first video of my podcast, I do want to keep it short. So let me know what you think about what I just said, and if you have any experiences that are similar, please share them. I would love to hear them. And then also, um, if you, because starting this podcast, I do want to eventually make it about also like other people. So like I want to invite other people into this podcast so that we can both talk about our experiences. And I'm not gonna do that yet, but if you want to get on it and also talk about your own experiences, you can just let me know and that I'll remember you and we can talk about it. And maybe when the time is right, we can do it. Okay, so I love you and I hope that you're having an amazing day. And I will see you soon.